had to come to London, cause I couldn't find a job. But I don't intend to stay long, if I make a few quick bob. It's cold up there in summer, it's like sitting inside a fridge. But I wish I was on the quayside, looking at the old town bridge. I'm coming home, Newcastle, I might as well have been in jail. I'd walk the streets all day, I'll need for a bottle of your own brown ale. I'm coming home, Newcastle, if you never win the club again. I'll brave the dark at St. James's Park, if the Gallagher's end in the rain. I'm coming home. And I'm proud to be a Geordie.
This one. Good evening. Sorry about that. I pressed the wrong button, didn't I? Welcome to another video, the Big Toon Debate. I'm John, and tonight I'm going to talk about different topics. I'm going to bring Jason with us. How are we doing, Jay?
You're not bad, you?
Yeah, man, absolutely fine. Not too bad, not too bad. I mean, Chipper's not coming on today because we as you well know, and send a test on Billy and as well, and Ryan can't make it at work. So, like I said, the people, if they want to come on and have this here, then they're welcome to. The links in the top of the chat, and they can click on that and come in and have this here. And if you do like the video, if you just hit the like button, do subscribe, and also if you like to become a member, then click on the join button. And if you like to do super chat, and just click on the $sign. So yeah, Jason, what's been going on, mate? What's going down, mate?
Oh, not a lot. Work. Tiring. It's so tiring. But
yeah, man.
Halfway through the week, so I can't wait for Friday, and I can just rest for a couple of days.
Yeah, man. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, the fact is, so I was just talking about a few Newcastle things been happening for the last few days, and one thing I'm going to say as well, people who will talk about the trolls and that, unfortunately, we won't be able to chat about that tonight because someone sent us a tweet and say, don't chat about it because of what's going on with Paul and Daniel. All I can say to them is, like, you know, I just wish them more care, and we're just going to leave it as that because end of the day, there's a lot of things going on social media, and I don't really want to chat about it. You know, I mean, I do apologize. People, if that's what I talk about, it's not going to happen on sure I need. But let's talk about Joelinton, right? And by the way, people, I say it again, if you want to click on the link, if you want to come in, then have your say, and that'd be fantastic. So I'll just go for the link as well, and go on 3 minutes. And if you wanted to come on, click, like I said, click on the link and click on that. Danny, if you want to come in for 5 minutes sort of thing, then that'd be cool. That'd be fantastic. We'll make you welcome. We'll make you fantastic too. And that's the link. Click on that, and you're coming to the show. I got Spencer. If he's showing this class, and this is just not run a form, then yes, he'll be a mainstream in this team for years to come. Talk about Joelinton in a second, and he's gonna miss the shows. I have to make a run, but if I miss the whole thing, I'll watch it later. But I'll probably get back midway. See you then, John Bourne, my guy, and I steer here. So my view, of course, I hit that like button. Absolutely fine. I said back three. Big up to Gary D. I've seen this message as well. And big up to Paul as well. He loves going on League on his channel. I've seen him. I have seen him, by the way. And big up to Danielle. And love you lots, Danielle. And thanks for your support this week. Send a love to you both. Much love to you, Daniel, as well. Love you lots. And if you haven't met Danielle, listen, she's one of the kindest lasses I've ever seen. Good evening, folks. Folks on the cell of Chelsea and Everton going down as Usmanov Molly's gone. Quick one on that, Paul. Jason, sorry.
Paul.
I know.
Another Sinclair video coming.
I know. I'm not going to win it. I'm not going to win it. And listen, go on. Chelsea Abramovich is putting the club off for sale, man. I mean, been there for 19 years, 2 championship titles, and a handful of Premier League titles as well. Won trophies after trophies after trophies, and he's doing a big miss. It's going to be a big miss once he goes away from Chelsea.
Yeah, I mean, putting I don't know. Is it really something to talk about? I mean, just because his nationality, there has been word that he wants to. He doesn't even want this war happening. He wants to actually do like a what's the word? He wants to bring Ukraine and Russia back to peace. I don't see how that affects getting rid of Chelsea. He owns the club, but if they're forcing him out, then there's nothing much he can do about it.
It's sad, isn't it, man? But
he has done quite a lot for him. He's got plenty of trophies. He's spent the money. Granted, they can't say they've not spent any money because he's put his hands in his pockets and done it all.
Granted. I mean, whoever he decides to do, I wish him well. And whoever comes in, it's going to be a tough task to follow. And big up to Daniel again. Okay, thanks for popping and say hi. Daniel, you're always welcome too. You know where we're at. And if you want I'm sure that thanks to your chat, you know exactly where I am. Big up to Julie B and Julie. Big up to Alfie and Lenny Hamilton. Did you see the Spurs match against Middlesbrough? Alfie, first of all, do just hit the like subscribe button. So subscribe to my channel. Tells me channel grow. That was a good game, by the way. Did you watch that game, Jason?
No, I actually missed the game, but I caught the highlights. And what a goal by the Middlesbrough kid!
Yeah, what Corbin! What a fantastic finish! I think they deserve to beat Spurs. By the way, Spurs won that great. I cannot lie, and Conte is not very happy at all whatsoever. But hey ho, big up to Lisa, the Watford fan. Hello, Newcastle United fans. I'm welcome to stay with you tonight. Of course you are. We invite any football fan, in the country and all over the world. So you definitely invited Lisa and welcome aboard. Do subscribe to my channel, pet. And Daniel, you're a legend. Hi, Julie. F and say hi to Carlos as well. All the best, Daniel. Gary V. Gary V seems a lovely lad, by the way. Big up to him, by the way. Big up to Julie as well, even to Tommy D. And just in the news, Bamford's put a club up for sale. We have seen that, Chris. Free Berlin as well. And AJ, Jason the side. Nationality should be kept out of politics, out of sport. Correct. Totally agree. Don't want to talk about him here. Do subscribe, by the way, AJ. Berlin was also a good one. Hi, Daniel. Hope you're good. Ignore the rest of it. I totally agree 100%. It's about looking out for himself. He wants to sell up and risk his assets. Yeah, that's fine. I want to talk about Joelinton, by the way. And he's having a fantastic season, by the way, by Eddie Howe. And I'll post it out there. And if he carries on where he is in a couple of years' time, gets better and better, will he be an all-time great at Newcastle?
I don't see why not. I mean, look at the long. You've only got to mention Brazilian and look down the lines of the amazing Brazilian players that have been out there. Obviously, Brazilian Ronaldo, the amazing beast of a goal scorer. You have Rivaldo, Ronaldinho, Roberto Carlos. The list goes on and on and on. Why can't Joelinton be there? He's still young. He's now showing what he can actually do now. He's in his proper position where he can do what he wants to do. He eats every other opponent up for lunch because he is so powerful, so determined, and just an absolute menace in that midfield now. Why can't he be that type of player? I mean, it definitely my most 100% improved player of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you put a bet on a guy who's going to win the Newcastle United Player of the Season, it'd definitely be Joelinton, 110%. Can't argue that one there. 100%.
Definitely. I mean, he's a player that I would never name in my first team when he first came in. And 3 years later, he's the first player on my team sheet, and is obviously a player that I'd happily have on the back of my shirt.
I mean, how far can you go? I mean, I'll read this one. Did you feel signed in January, mate? We've gone past January, mate. We're past January. And Mike Ashley by Chelsea, imagine. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chelsea fans are here at that. Big up to you, Brad, mate. If you want to come in, Brad, just click on the link and then you can come in, mate, and join in as well, the debate. Don't be shy. And who do you think Newcastle stand on some? Comment that one in a minute, or probably later on, Alf. Back onto Joelinton. Hey, how far can he go? And I heard people, right, saying he should be captain for the club.
I don't know if he's captain material. Look at the weight. Look at the weight of his valuation, the 40 mil, and then you look at the weight of the number 9 on the back of his shirt. It destroyed his confidence. It destroyed his performance. He couldn't handle it. We all know that. So if you give him the captain's armband, it's just going to turn it back to the player he used to be. He won't be able to handle it. I don't think he's captain material. I think he's perfect the way he is now. The captain's definitely got to be Trippier. We've seen what a leader and what a vocal person he is. So for me, he's definitely captain.
I have to agree. And I'll tell you what, with Trippier, we need him back soon if we can. If we stay up this season and enough points to start up, then there's no stress on Kieran coming back and he could be prepared for the new season. And I've got Alf as well. Who do you think should sign in the summer? I mean, I'll keep flipping and flopping with Sven Bottom, by the way. And one minute say he's going to go to Milan. The next week he's going to go out to Newcastle. And now, from what I'm hearing now, I think he's going to choose Milan over us, because of the history.
I do actually think he's had like a gentleman's agreement to go to Milan. So I think that one's dead in the water now. There's no point going for him if he's got his heart set on going to Serie A. For me personally, the only main position I wanted sorting out was the central defence, and that's finally been sorted with Dan Burn. So now it has to be a striker. We have to have a natural goal scorer because everyone knows my views on Chris Wood. I really do not rate him. I really do not rate him, and he is still proving me right. He's not scored. He's not assisted. He's okay. We've won. Well, we've been undefeated since he's been here. Yes, big work, good luck charm. He is. I'm happy for that. But he's not producing. He isn't producing for me. And I think it's 25 mil wasted. Yes, we had 25 mil is just a drop in the ocean for the owners. But 25 mil is 25 mil at the end of the day. I think he is. It was a panic buy. The moment we bring in a natural goal scorer or a couple of goal scorers, he's going to be a bench player. If not, he may even be shipped on in the summer to another club. Who knows?
Yeah. Sad, man. It's sad because, look, end of the day, I was running to this guy to do the job first. I was running to do well first. But at this moment in time, I just don't think he's going to do it at the moment. It's a shame. But it's the thing, right? All Newcastle fans, you're not allowed to have an opinion. They jump on you, right? And you know what it is? So I just can't be bothered with people like that. I mean, it is a disgrace. Do you know what I mean? Some of our fan base, real talk, man, are just absolutely disgrace. And I hope the people in the chat agree with us, by the way. But that's for another time. And back on to Joe. Coming to Chris later and Dan later on. I hope Joe continue grows in confidence. He's young and he has good technique. He's powerful. I hope he has a long future out with us. I think she's offering a new deal, to be quite honest with you. Do you know what I mean? He's going to get picked up very, very soon. And anyway, guys, if you want to come on the chat, again, click on the link and then you'll be able to come in and have your see it as well. So come in. Big up to Matthew, by the way, and I hope you're okay. Never thought I had Newcastle shirt with Joelinton in the back. Ordered it yesterday. Big up to you, Jim, my guy. Big up to you, mate. And Vayman share, I'm the most improved, not Joey. That's an Ollie Howe. We touch on Fabian Schär, right? I mean, he's out of contract at the end of the season. And he should get a new deal, in my opinion. I think he should get another 1 or 2, for me. Because Toon, Army, Stattle wants him. Alex wants him.
I think he's earned his deal for me. I mean, if we look at the start of the season, maybe even go as far back to the back end of last season, he wasn't doing really much. You're just thinking, okay, maybe could be time to move him on. But now him and Byrne in that centre of defence is they're keeping the actual captain out of the team, and they're going to continue to keep him out of the team the way they're both playing together. Even battered and bruised, he's still getting up and he's still determined to play. Damn right, he deserves a new contract. Give it to him now.
Absolutely. Give it to the sales sparrow if that needs to be. Take off the wages of the sales and give the wages to Fabian. Do you know what I mean? And just send Jamal on his way. Because I think he's done at Newcastle. Claude Catton, sub. How embarrassing. Not great. I got to big up to Gemma, by the way. Gutted she ain't going to be on tomorrow. But, lads, name 3 teams in the football leagues with swearing in their names.
Oh, I can name one. I can definitely name one. Scunthorpe.
That's one of them. Who else is it? Patrick Schick. No, well, Patrick Schick's in Bundesliga. But Patrick Schick doesn't sound right, doesn't it? Yeah. So, Oliver Schick. Schick. Not sure. And you have to tell us, Jella. That's a good question. We have to think of that one, Pet. or give it to us at the end of the show. And Joelinton, big up to AJ, by the way. Do subscribe, by the way, as well. It's the first time, I believe. The server apology for me. I'll give him the last one stick since he's arrived in Newcastle. And just look at him now. He's heading for great things, bigger and great things. Big up to you, man, because at the end of the day...
You're not the only one. You're not the only one.
He's not the only one. I'll be on this case as well. I'm not going to lie. But listen, at this moment in time, I just think he's been absolutely fantastic. He's like a new signing for me. And it's just like buying a player that has played in a top Spanish club or Italian club. You never know. No problem, mate. We'll join shortly. Big up to Brad. He'll be on soon. And EDV will be our first summer signing in the summer.
For me, I really do like Martinez from Inter. I think he would be a great addition to the strike force.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely going to be a striker. It's either going to be Osimhen from Napoli or it's going to be Nunes from Benfica. We should see.
Yes, Nunes as well. Yeah,
Nunes. He's a star. He's a young lad. He's a new Cavani, by the way. I remember when he used to call him Joelinton. He's from Uruguay, by the way. And Joelinton really struggling massively. It's amazing he's turned his career around at Newcastle. It just goes to show that, listen, I got wrong for cussing him, but he's proved us wrong. I'll say if he proves us wrong, then I'll put my hand up and just say, look, I deserve egg on my face. And
that's exactly what I always say. When Eddie Howe was appointed, I said, look, I don't think he's the right man for the job. And I always say, when I say something negative towards a player, I love them. I urge them to prove me wrong. I want them to prove me wrong. Even with Chris Wood, I could continually say I absolutely do not rate the lad. But if he goes out and proves me wrong, I will hold my hands up. I will even do a video to say, look, I was wrong. I apologize. I want him to prove me wrong, but at the moment he continues to prove me right. Eddie Howe, I didn't really agree with him, but now I'm like, this is definitely my manager here. This is a guy that could end up winning trophies.
100%. And I just think it's going to be fantastic. Can you imagine Joelinton scores the winning goal next season with us the FA Cup? I'll tell you what, it was saying shockwaves to that the World Football sort of thing. But I want to win a cup. Any cup will do. And the reason I want to win FA Cup, Jay, is because it's iconic. Winning the Carling Cup is iconic for Newcastle United. Winning the FA Cup is iconic for Newcastle as well. I want to win a trophy. I want to win a cup. Do you know what I mean? I'm 52. I can't wait another 50 year. I cannot. But got Matt as well. Trippier definitely captains next season for me. I don't think we'll see him again this season. And they've got Gary V. Paqueta for me. I watched him when he was at AC Milan. Wasn't quite ready for the Italian league. But when Stins went to Lyon, then his career has turned around completely. Could you imagine if Paqueta came to the Premier in Newcastle? Milan, Lyon to Newcastle. Time to tell. First time also Super Mackie was playing for Luton. That's from Davey. Big up to you, Davey, mate. And he was fantastic. Scored a hat-trick in his very first game. First home game, by the way. Big up to Tony the Red, John and Jason. And don't get Jason started on Chrissy Wood.
Everyone knows about me and Chrissy Wood.
Chrissy Wood, bless him. Big up to you, Brad. Hope you're okay, my guy.
All right, evening, gents. How are we doing?
Evening.
Doing all right, man. How are you
doing? Been a long day. It's been a long day. If I'm saying morning, Christ.
Yeah, man. Wow. I was going to say, but we're just chatting about Joelinton because obviously Chip is not here. And he's got abbreviation with loss of his granddad. Condolences goes out to Sam, and Billy might be busy tonight. And yeah, so listen, Joelinton, what you make of him this season? Can he go all the way?
Yeah, without a doubt, he's been. I mean, you wouldn't have thought it this time last year, would you? That, like Jason said, one of the first guys on the team. Sure, he can change the game in an instant. He's just like to have him in the middle of the park. He'll give absolutely any midfielder in this league. You know, he'll go toe to toe with them, won't he? Which is what we want. And to have somebody like that, we haven't had that for like 3 or 4 years at least. So if you can win them battles in the midfield, it just makes life that much easier, doesn't it? And obviously we're seeing that now, creating chances.
I mean, the thing is, I said to myself, thought to myself, can he be an all-time great, number one? And secondly, do you think he'll ever win a Brazilian national team, national cap?
I think if he plays like he has for the rest of this season, I don't know, you don't know how the national setup is. You know what it's like with England. Sometimes the players who deserve it don't quite get in. So but he'd be more than deserving of it if he plays like this for the rest of the season, surely. And obviously with the World Cup coming, he's in with a shout, isn't he? And he's picked up form at the perfect time. So I wouldn't say why he couldn't go in that position or talk to someone like Coutinho. You could arguably say he's providing that competition in them sort of positions, because he can be, if he adds the goals to his game, which the odd one, we're not expecting him to score 12 goals a season. I think that's probably a bit too much to ask at the minute, but chip away one every year, even 5 or something for us this season, that he'll have done enough, won't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he completely dominated against Man United in that game in December. He absolutely dominated that side. And you know what it is, right? I mean, that bullet of a header against Brentford was absolutely fantastic, Brad. I mean, look, that header, it was like Alan Shearer's header, bullet header in the back of the net, similar to him.
Oh, I wouldn't class it towards Shearer's headers.
No. What I'm saying is,
Shearer knew how to header a ball. That was Joelinton's first ever.
Yeah, I know. It's header.
Headed goal.
Yeah, I'm not saying Joelinton's went Shearer. Far from it, man. Far from it. But it's just like a bullet header, boosh, like that sort of thing. Yeah. Anyway, I'm talking to my guy there, Brad, by the way, not you. Go on, Brad.
No, it was a brilliant header. To be fair, I don't think Raya's saving that any day of the week, is he? And the way he just centre half had absolutely no chance against him. He didn't even have to do too much, really, did he? I mean, in terms of like jumping up and attacking the ball, he just sort of just got himself in the right position and made it that much easier for him.
Absolutely, he's there and he did his job. Big up to him, and let's hope he gets many more goals. I'll go for this comments quickly before I get Ryan on. Luton 1 goal up, by the way, and he'll get a goal. Wish it was Wilson playing though. That's not Ollie. 1-0 up after 2 minutes. Could there be a surprise? And Gemma Scunthorpe, Arsenal and Manchester. I'm not going to say it the middle bit anyway. No, I'm not even going to say that at all whatsoever. Sorry. Chelsea's off the sale.
People star in the comments. Like, we know what you're going to say.
I know.
Like, just put the whole word in. You don't have to put stars for UC. Come on.
It's obvious. Thanks for that, Gemma, by the way. Thanks for that. And big up to you, Ryan. Good evening to you. Hope you're okay, man.
Yeah, I'm good.
Champion. And yeah, we just talked about different topics about Newcastle. Joelinton to be one of them. And how good can he be? Can he go all the way? Can he improve on himself? Can he go all the way?
For our club, I'd say yeah. I think the improvement under Eddie Howe is like on another level. And you know me, John, like I didn't really criticize him too much under Bruce because first of all, he do a bit of research. He's not a number 9, but some fans think he was because they don't want to educate themselves. And secondly, like he was just like it was just a wrong regime. Like it was more about the management and the owners rather than like the players were crap at the same time too. But like I knew like Joelinton wasn't a striker, so like how am I going to criticize someone like that's not supposed to be there, right? So when Eddie Howe came in, like it's just like he fixed him up, got him going, gave him confidence, and look where he is now. And like if you're talking about the Brazil national team, oh man, I think it's going to be hard because you look at who's he in midfield. He's probably closest to like players like Fabinho and Casemiro, and like those guys are levels above Joelinton. Like, no offense, but like but they're in their late like end of their careers, so who knows what can happen. But I think there is fight in Joelinton too because he definitely does want to go to the World Cup, and I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's going to be fine. I mean, if he doesn't get in, he's only 25 and still plenty of time. And look at Richarlison. He's in the Brazilian national team. Yeah, could you believe it for Everton? But it is what it is. And Chelsea, their time as top 5 club is over. Don't dismiss them, mate. Do not dismiss them. Joelinton, all-time great. I'll be happy with him just being a solid, consistent player for the whole season, which hasn't been yet. We get carried away too easily. That's a good thing. I mean, don't get us wrong. I'll get carried away.
See, someone like Foxy and Ginger, like I know Ginger, like he's pretty, or like other fans too, like they'd probably want to match the ambition of like we want to win something. And yeah, like some of these players, like they're not good enough to like win titles as of now, but like it's progression, and you can't predict the future.
That's the thing. We just got to wait and see. And do you agree with that one, Jason?
Give him rest give him rest through balls, perfect for Wilson. Unfortunately, Chris Wood can't take advantage of them.
That's the thing. That is the thing.
Again, you know my thoughts on Wood.
Listen, I mean, he played. Gamavic has been playing for some cracking players with Leon, right? Then he comes here and he's got to play with Chris Wood. Unbelievable. The new top 5 clubs is Man United, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, and Newcastle. Any 4 of those 5 next season, it's going to happen. But I don't think Newcastle are ready yet, though.
I'm not buying this talk of Chelsea are going downhill with Abramovich.
Definitely not.
I just don't think so, man. There's no way. He's going to make sure to sell to the right person. The thing is, though, like, who's going to buy a club for $3 billion now? Like,
Mike Ashley.
When's the last big purchase of a club? Like,
go on, carry on, man.
What's so funny?
No, that's Jason.
That's Mike Ashley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Go on.
I just think like there's no way Chelsea go downhill. Like I think them and Man City are the one team that aren't scared of us in a few years.
Not yet. Not yet. I mean, the thing is, at the end of the day, right, Chelsea's so a massive club, and I can guarantee you, whoever takes over that club, then they are going to spend big again to make sure that Thomas Tuchel will be challenging for a title again. And I expect Chelsea to be challenging for a title. Do you agree with that, Sam Brad?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you don't just go to a poor team overnight, do you? You take, they've built that team up over the last 3 or 4 years, and look at the players that came through, like Reece James, Mason Mount. The list goes on. And any good team who's making it at the top, you've got to go through them phases. We're doing it now with our own. All players in our squad are improving. Some will go, some will stay, some will be with us for the next 5 or 6 years. You just go through that transitional phase. But I think what the edge that we've got over most of the clubs, all the other clubs in the league, the support we've got behind us, and the support from the owners and everything, the clubs just when we get that stadium rocking and we're winning games regularly, there's going to be nothing like it, is there? So I don't think the Premier League's seen anything yet.
Well, just see what happens as well. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be really, really good, but we should see what happens. But I've got Skill for Clash. What are your thoughts on the tune of the week from Eddie Howe? We're going to come to Eddie Howe in a bit, by the way. I'm going to read his comments as well. We'll come out on it. Gabby from Barca has $50 million clause. I think it's a lot more than that. A lot more than that. I don't know who's put that there. It's a lot more than that. And you're not leave Barca anyway. Yeah. So big up to Tony B. Please consider subscribing to the guest channel. Keep it a Toon, Brad, and also Ryan as well. Gareth will leave the club he loves. Barca have a promising future with all the youth prospects, the youth project. Hi, John. So I've not been on the last few years. Work, but back now. Keith, no stress, man. You've got to work. And it's got to be done. It's got to be done as well, man. But, just come on, you kindness. Absolutely no stress. No stress at all. We love you anyway when you come on. He has in his contract when he signed to play every game anyways. I think he's on by Chris Wood again. And Billy's busy. He's on the phone now. That's fine, Jim. That's absolutely spot on. I mean, he's always a busy guy, Billy. And big up to Maisie as well. I'll be on a show 8:30 to do the manager's player ratings. So look forward to that, people. And love Maisie lots. She is amazing. And Dolan Box made 40 mil bargain. Finally found his perfect position. Did it to Sean, was very similar in his prime. Joelinton and Deschamps. Wow.
You know what I want to say about Joelinton too? Like the fans, like were giving him a lot of praise, and like rightly so. Like I feel like when we're actually trying to challenge more, it's like what I said. Like our expectations are going to flip really soon because we're going to want to be challenging and like competing. So when we're at the point where we're at competing, Joelinton's like not putting like good enough performances, and like it'll be the same old of like our fans criticizing him again. Like that's why I'm kind of in the fact of like, I want to gas players because they play for Newcastle and it's awesome to see. But at the same time, I don't want to go overboard. It's like people with ASM, like they think he's Neymar or something, but he's like a tier or two down below him. I think he'll get there, but like it's about trying not to overhype our players too at the same time.
Yeah, overgassing the players as well. I mean, we big them up when they do well, but when they're poor, it's just doom and gloom. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So, and going on to Jason as well. I mean, do you agree with Ryan there? Because I agree with Ryan in a way. You know, you just got to chill out a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with it all. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
He's already said it all.
Yeah, man. Fair enough. No, go on, move on to Eddie Howe from Bournemouth. We're going to talk about him in a bit. That's outstanding. He's 200% better than what we have for many, many years. He's invented crap that he's made them believe, and he's proved it. And then Maisie and Tony's going at it. Sam Maisie really well. Tony the Red. Love it. It turned absolutely fantastic. Attacker midfielder for Ryan. He has all attributes to be an all-time great, John. Good coaching, confidence are the key. That's from Gary. And who's absolutely not going to read that? I'm sorry. Don't want to bring that into my channel. Sorry, pal. And another as well. And my boss was Luton, but they love Newcastle United. And Loftus Cheek as a centre back. Wow. And then we've got one here. Jason's improved so much he could end up in the Brazil national team if he keeps it up the way he is. We spoke about that. And Ryan, I have to agree with Ryan. It's going to be tough for him to get in because we've got good players already. Joelinton's better than third, hands down. I agree with that from Billy T. And it's the Red. And we're just dropping off United. Horrible recruitment. Newcastle will go top 4 within 3 years. I think you get top 4 within 3 or 4 years. Let's be real. Yes, Chelsea got decent. Farsell come June. I don't think so. Billy, everyone's saying as well. I want to talk about Eddie Howe. I'll start with you, Brad. Eddie Howe. I mean, we know what a job he's done. He should get a Manager of the Month award. And if he doesn't get it, it's got to be Stuart's inquiry, right? I heard today that Andy Goldstein has come out and said, spoke to a Spurs fan and said, would you take Eddie Howe or Tottenham? And I could not believe what he said. I thought, Andy, shut up, man.
No way. They're already saying that, but they're already saying that. There's no way.
Yeah,
there's no way Eddie Howe leaves for there's no way Eddie Howe leaves Newcastle for Mike Ashley 2.0.
Yeah. Tell him to get stuff, man. I mean,
if you want a Premier League proven manager, I mean, there's this guy at West Brom who ain't going to be in the job much longer, so he could easily go over there.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, how much longer can Spurs hire people like Conte and Mourinho? Because I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't think Eddie Howe's the fit because, like, I don't think he has that experience of like trying to win. But like, I could be wrong. But he's not going anywhere.
Absolutely. I mean, the thing is, right? I mean, he's going nowhere. Eddie Howe's going nowhere. He's on a new contract.
Eddie Howe's got experience of being promoted and surviving relegation and like surviving with ease. Now his next step is just to take a club as far as he can in the Premier League. That's his main objective, and it's something he's going to like learn on the job with almost.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Bruno's so good, he doesn't even need to play or Newcastle will be overpowered. Oh, nice one. Love it. Spurs sign has been getting pulled out of the skip. Mike's on the way. Wow, I have to read that. Justin, not going to read that, but I see what you mean, Ollie. Coming home, Newcastle as a Ravi, Canadian Prince and Tony B, the Canadian Zoe, actually. And the question, I want to touch on ASM because he's been, apparently, people's having a go at him. Why? Because he's on a monocle, feigning injury. I'll start with you, Jason, right? I mean, I'm hearing that he may not be playing on Saturday, yeah? So if he doesn't play, right, I'll get him people saying that he's injured, he's not injured, he's faking it, right? But I have to believe the manager here. I have to believe him. If he's saying he's injured, you got to believe him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's injured, he's injured. If he's not, he's not. Do we need proof? Okay, yes, we may need proof that he is injured. But other than that, if the manager says he's injured, deal with it. He's injured. There has been talk that he is he's posting his videos out or his photos out saying that he's getting back. He wants to get back as soon as possible. There is talk that he could be back ready for Brighton. Who knows? We ain't gonna know until Eddie gives his press conference.
I just think like it's easy to have a go at ASM because he's a flashy guy and like he's popular on social media. And the thing is too, like, just because you can walk normally doesn't mean you're not injured. Like, I feel like people think you're injured, you have to have like crutches or like you're on a wheelchair. Like he's probably got something like you can like limp, but like, or it's a kind of injury where you just can't run, but you can walk kind of thing, you know? And like, I get it. Some people would say, oh, he's just in Monaco for his new game or whatever. But like, I just don't think this regime would allow that, man. Like if this was under Mike Ashley, like last year where he went to France for COVID, I think I'd probably raise eyebrows too, because at the time he was a crucial player that we still needed. But I just can't see like the owners like allowing something like this, and like he's injured. Like there's no way of faking it. Like I just can't see our owners like doing that kind of stuff. Like it's a new regime and like new standards are back at the club.
Yeah, this is it, man. I mean, I see people on social media come on and say that he's lying, he's faking it, sort of thing. Yeah, I think he needs to take a rain check, take a reality check, and just back off him. Do you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. I mean, our fan base, man, unreal. And at the same time, same age, Deschamps won Champions League last year, 2 leagues, won 7 trophies at Juve, including Champions League and Serie A. Don't ever compare Joelinton to that. Yeah, I can't argue with that, pal. I just can't. We're players turned in Arsenal, like Arsenal, United, and supposed to join the team. It depends to offer enough money.
Bruno did.
And Miggy Almiron, come on, I've got to touch on Miggy before we go back to ASM. Has a buyout clause of 90 million euros, not pounds, euros, right? And if anyone wants him, Miggy Almiron, in my opinion, Brad, I think he's done. He's done at Newcastle United. You're not getting the team in the summer. I think he'd be gone.
Yeah, I probably agree with you, although as much as I hate to say it, because I remember when he first signed and you just the hype around it and the way he started was brilliant. It was just the breath of fresh air we needed at that time in a bit of a when we were in a bit of a rut. So, but it's a shame that he hasn't turned out and showed his potential. But it was hard to judge what level he was at. Really, to be fair, he's not really shown it for at least the last 18 months or so. But yeah, it's one of them ones where you hoped it worked out well, but I don't think it's gonna. And for both parties, I think it's probably best for him just to find a suitable club somewhere for him.
That's the thing. What about you, Jason and Miggy?
I like Miggy. I don't like hearing the bad stuff against him. I think they're like Joelinton. There is a player there in him, but I don't think Premier League football is right for him. I feel he would do really well in the Bundesliga. I think he's a right player to play in the Bundesliga. Other than that, I feel sorry for him. I do really feel for him, but I don't think Premier League is the right league for him.
Now, listen, at the end of the day, right? I mean, I do like Miggy. I love to smile at the end of the day, but even he just doesn't even know his best position is, if I'm honest with you, you know? Yeah. I mean, I'll try to be advocate for him, this guy. He doesn't even know his best position is. Excuse me, when he goes on the pitch, he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know where to go. And it's a shame because he does work hard for the team, but he should be playing on the left side of the 4-3-3. That's his position. And if you do that every single week, we see the best out of Miggy Almiron. But unfortunately, it's just everywhere, and he doesn't know what position he's in. He did that mistake against Watford, which cost us the goal. That day is down to him because he just gave the ball away. But Ryan, I mean, Miggy, are you a fan of Miggy, or do you think he's going to be on his way?
You know what, I am, because the moment he came in, I thought it would be special with the partnership he had with Rondon and Perez, and I thought Rafa was going to be getting the best out of Almiron, and he clearly wanted him. He bought him, but at the same time, it was only 6 months, and like it just Steve Bruce completely killed him for me as well. And I just think the system Howe's playing and the way the players are playing right now, that there's no way into the team almost. But at the same time too, like Eddie Howe did kind of hint on rotation with the games coming up, like with midweek and stuff. So it could be an opportunity for Almiron to like start a game and see. But who knows, man? Like the way I see it, like if we're looking on the bench, he's more like a last minute option just to like kind of seize it out and like have legs in midfield. But I think if you're looking on the bench, like lately, it's just been Bruno that comes on, and like Jacob Murphy with Alan St. Maximum a bit, and like a defender. Like he's not really your go-to guy for a sub, and like he hasn't had much of an impact. Like I don't even think he's had I don't think he's had a goal contribution this year. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think a move to the La Liga would suit him or somewhere else. Because I think there is a talent in him, to be honest.
I think you sort of missed the boat now, wasn't he, in a way? Because look at Ryan Fraser, the transformation he's had, especially, and he's just missed that running. Ryan's had that run in the team, and he's changed his form, but I don't think Miggy's going to get that chance now, unless I just can't see it. As much as it pains us to say, and he won't have that chance to just. Will he have that run of games to the end of the season to show what he can do? I'm not so sure now.
That's the true. That's the true facts. That's the true facts. I mean,
there's a comment here actually. Miggy's only good game I remember was against Man United this year. I thought he was really good.
Yeah. Have to agree there. Came on, could have got us a winning goal, but De Gea made a wonderful save. Not for the first time.
No, the away game at Old Trafford, John.
Yeah. No. He came when he came on. He had a decent game as well.
Yeah,
When he made that curling shot. But you're right. He came on and made a difference, and nearly got an assist, nearly got it through, but it's getting to death really. But it's a shame, in my opinion. I think he needs to be away in the summer, and I wish him all the best on that one as well.
It's a crazy game, though, and it just the timing of things, just how it works out. Sometimes you can land on your feet and land in the perfect moment in great form, and things take off you, and then on the flip side, you can just completely miss out. Which I feel like, that's sort of happened with Miggy, which is unfair as he could have been. He looked like he was going to be the fan favourite at the time.
Yeah, absolutely. But it'd be a shame because Mr. Smile and I don't think he's in this team again. I think he moved on from Miggy, sadly. Talking ASM, it's not in training today. And if he is going to be fit, in my opinion, I don't think he'd be straight in the team. I really don't. I really don't. Because Eddie Howe loves competition. And it is what it is.
I reckon ASM will be straight back in the side. He'll replace Murphy. He'll go straight back in. But I'd still rather have Fraser on the left because he done amazing on the left against Brentford. He's put in a total man of the match performance there. So I wouldn't have ASM on the left. I'd have him on the right and keep Fraser on the left because it's going to be difficult to match that type of performance. As good as ASM is, and we know how much of a ball hogger he is, but I don't know.
You know what the thing is when ASM starts, like whenever he comes on the right, he actually looks dangerous. Like I remember against Everton when he put that ball in for Joelinton, completely scuffed it. Like, he's just as dangerous on the right, and like it's almost like he can be a bit predictable on the left. That's why he needs to go to the right, so he's forced to create chances and not cut inside and try to score. And I think Fraser, he's a lot better on the left for me. Like on the right, I don't think he's that level at the right mid. I think left mid it just suits him better. Like I think he's good at cutting in, just putting the ball in. Like that's his main attribute, I think.
Yeah, that's the thing. I like to see ASM on the right and see what he does. I think he'd be absolutely fine and keep Fraser on the left-hand side. And I have to agree with you guys. Joelinton against Kante in a few weeks where we played Chelsea, that should be a big test for him to see how far he's improved. Could you imagine that draw against Kante? I rate Kante very highly. I really, really do. ASM is great when his head's in it. Nobody can play against him. However, how many times has the shoulders dropped on halfway line and we had to carry him? Jason?
Exactly. I mean, he's not one that likes to really track back. He likes to keep going forward. As soon as he picks the ball up, he's already darted straight down the other end. As soon as the ball starts coming back, he's like, I don't really want to go back there. So, you end up having to see Joelinton go right back to defend. Even a couple of times you've actually seen Chris Wood go back and defend because ASM doesn't want to go back. He only wants to go forward. You get Chris Wood saying, not saying, You get Chris Wood taking those players away from ASM so that he can do those runs. But then as soon as he gets the ball, he goes to those players so that he can try and get round them when he knows that he can just go through that clear path to do an assist or get himself a goal. That's what annoys me with him. He likes to do his trickery too much. And ball hog just so that he can post a video of himself. That's what he tends to do. If he has a playing game where he just has it easy, he ain't gonna get his views on his Instagram or whatever he does because he has to do some sort of trickery to get a video up every week.
Exactly. Yeah, man. I remember that. Brilliant. Let's look at this one. Harry Kane said that's not going to happen anytime soon, mate. Definitely not. Nah, that's not going to happen anytime soon. And let's look at this one as well. Which one should you bring up? As well. Yeah. So do you think, guys, ASM's going to get back into the team then straight away when he's fit?
I think he walks straight back into the side.
He has to.
Yeah.
I don't think Jacob Murphy does enough to stay in the team.
Yeah,
it'd be slightly harsh, but I think he's gonna if he's fit, he plays, doesn't he? I don't think that's up for debate, really.
Yeah.
Fair enough. We could talk about Eddie Howe. I mean, the thing with Eddie Howe, like, he's always willing to learn. He spent time with other managers in his off time. He's not stuck in the 90s like a previous unmentionable manager. Yeah. Eddie Howe, like I said, he's done a fantastic job. I think you spoke about him, but listen. And also, I've got one from Carl. Eddie has got to entertaining football. I can't remember the last time that has happened. And definitely believe manager on the players' injury rather than people has an agenda versus ASM.
Exactly.
And yes, absolutely. And hi, John. Hi, Coffee. Hope you're okay. Absolutely fine. And big up to you, Gareth, as well. And this is the first half of your hour show. I hope you all the guys are fantastic. And absolutely fine, Gareth, just debating like Joelinton or Newcastle stuff. And if you do like to subscribe to my channel, then please consider subscribing. And it helps the channel to grow. Also, smash the like button too. And if you'd like to become a member, it's 99p. Just click on the join button, see if I'm doing a good job. And if you'd like to super chat, then just click on the $ and donate what you can. Also follow Jason Keeping It Toon on his YouTube and also on his Twitter account. Also follow Brad on his Twitter and also follow Ryan, and he's got his own YouTube channel as well. So just go for it. So I won't read the next one, unfortunately. Please subscribe to Ryan, the Grace channel. Sorry if I butchered the spelling. I think
Cheers, Tony.
fine. You know what he's like, don't he? He's a great guy. And ASM will be at PSG next season. Wow. Not going to talk about that as well. Got to run. Good quiz night. Take care, Julie. Thanks for your support, pets. And it's great to have you on as well. And could you imagine, Julie, love to get Julie on my channel. That'd be fantastic. Why would Eddie leave the richest club in the world? He'd be mad not to, by the way. I could have fired this job. Midlands and chicken runs around Daft no final product. I think he needs a wear. And just had to fly it as well. And sorry about that. Yeah, so we got Saturday's game against Brighton. Jason, I'll start with you, mate. Yeah, how do you think we'll do? And can we keep this unbeaten run going?
Stats say that we haven't beaten Brighton in the Premier League, but I think that's going to change. I think we are going to win. I think we're going to keep this going for a little bit longer. Why not? The confidence is there. Their motivation is higher. They're fit. They're not training twice a week like under Bruce. We're training every day. Why not? We're loving the 4-3-3. It's my favourite formation. Keep up with the 4-3-3. We're actually attacking. We're not sitting back as soon as we grab one goal like we have under Bruce again. The minute we go a goal up, sit back, just think the game's over, and then all of a sudden, bang, we've lost 2-1. Now we see us score a goal, and we go to get that second goal to make sure that we have a cushion to see out a game before we even think about sitting back. So why not? We're definitely going to beat Brighton.
Yeah, fair enough. Just got one. Gone country bad in a minute. And next, I just got one from Foxy. Fair unfair. Maybe never gave the ball away for Watford school. It was Ashley Wood. And Midland seems to be an easy escape by our fan base. Foxy, I'm just saying that, mate. It's just facts, mate. It's pure facts. And he did give the ball away, right? I mean, Trippier could have done, not Trippier, who was on left back? It was Dominic, wasn't it? Could have done a little bit better on his positioning. And the cross came in and Watford scored from it. Yeah. So I'm just saying as I see it, mate. You know what I mean? You've got to say it like it is, haven't you, bro? You've got to tell it how it is.
No, you're right.
You've got to say it how it is.
Yeah. There's probably less said the better on that subject sometimes. You know what it's been like lately.
I know.
But yeah, in terms of my response for the game, I think we're probably in the perfect position, aren't we? The lads are up for it. They're all playing for each other, and we're in that sort of mindset now where we think we can give anybody a game, and I think we can. And
Fair enough. Yeah.
I know Brighton have been our, well, I say they're not the only one. They've been our bogey team in the past, and they've given us a hiding a few times in the past, haven't they? But I think we've got to turn that stat around at some stage. I think Saturday's the perfect opportunity to if we can keep this run going out. You know, it's going to be amazing.
We need Mo Diarmi back to that little cheeky flick again.
Yeah, man, that cheeky back heel goal.
He still thinks about that every night.
Yeah, baby, absolutely. And now Borja is better than Lukaku. Absolutely, this season, absolutely. But I'm still a Lukaku fan, but he needs to start scoring goals. But on to the Saturday's game, Brad. I mean, how do you think he'll do? Jason's saying to be okay, and Brian's saying to be our bogey team. The only concern is, in my opinion, is Lamptey. Lamptey is a decent player.
Yeah,
I get nightmares from him.
Yeah, he's going to. I mean, Brighton. They say they've been off on form slightly, haven't they? But they've got great players, and on the day they can play some good stuff and they keep the ball well. So you never know what you're going to get from them. But I say we're going to bring that fighting spirit in the battle in midfield. So play that 4-3-3 system again. Mm-hmm. I think we'll have too much for them, but time will tell.
Time, absolutely. I don't think Bruno will start though. That's the thing. He'll probably start against Southampton though, because I think he'll be decent for that game. And Ryan, big up to you, man. Saturday's game and same formation 4-3-3.
Has to be. We've been undefeated with it for 7 games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And we've got to win that game on Saturday. We have to, because I know Brighton's a bogey team. Brighton haven't been playing well, in my opinion. I mean, they shipped in goals left, right, and centre. Since they lost Dan Burton, then they lost losing defence, and scoring goals has been a problem as well for them.
You know what the thing is? Going back to the formation, the only thing I could say that we'd change it for is maybe against a top team. Like maybe when we go to like Chelsea and Tottenham away, I feel like Eddie Howe might change things, to be honest. Because we know him, he wants to try to win games, but he's not like Bielsa, for example, where he's like overboard and stubborn. Like Eddie Howe's pretty conservative, and like clearly, last 7 games, 2 or 3 clean sheets or whatever. Like the whole argument of him saying that he can't, as a manager, he can't set up a good defense is a complete lie now.
I think that's one of his greatest attributes. How, to be fair, that versatility he's got in his tactics, and the fact that he's been away and studied the game in his off.
The signs have been spot on so far. I mean, they're not all going to be perfect like in the summer and there's to come. But like,
you can't get everything right. But if you can try and assess the game and try and it's what you do. It's what you do when it's not going so well in the game, and the things that you change during it. You know, in the past, we've just set up one dimensional, haven't we? Let's be honest.
There's no plan B.
Previous regime. So what? As soon as you go 1-0 down, you're out the game, and every team that came and played against us, they knew that.
Yeah,
as soon as you go 1-0 up against this, like 3 points are in the bag.
Yeah. And you know what it is as well? On the United, we just I agree with Jason, we just keep going and go and get a second, third goal, get a cushion. If we can do that, then absolutely fantastic. And the thing is, guys, as well, we haven't conceded more than 1 goal since Liverpool. It's been just over 2 months. We haven't seen more than 1 goal. Yeah,
we've only conceded 3 goals this year.
Exactly, because we're defending properly. We're defending properly every single week. Dan Burton's been absolutely outstanding, by the way. Fearman Shear, fantastic. Target absolutely loves defending.
I
And
just love the fact that every time there is a picture taken, they're always sticking Fraser next to Burn.
Yeah. Exactly, man. Big up to Clive, by the way. Do subscribe, Clive, if you can, mate. I think next summer is good as a midfield as Bruno will be on opponent. You do not leave Europe's best footballer in that position on the bench. Yeah, he'll definitely be a starter, in my opinion, in the summer. 100% there. I honestly believe that the exception that all the players that we hear next season will be those who started last game. Mass clearance and deadwood of players not giving everything for the shirt. Totally agree there. And we only seen him once in the left him and Brentford. Listen, end of the day, we still won that game. Just want to say that's great that you have few amigos on the show with you. It's that kind of backup you needed. Well done, great show. Andrew, share the love, man. Share the love. And here's Rash. Let's go through this as well. And we can get the predictions in a second. Going for another 15 minutes as well, because I've gone on the Macy's the player ratings, managers ratings. If you have Target on the side, it doesn't really matter too good about him tracking back though. I like Target. And just going for that Kennedy for Chelsea.
Yes, that is Kennedy playing for Chelsea. He's still a Chelsea.
Wow. Really?
He is currently playing for Chelsea. He is a Chelsea. He's still a Chelsea player. I thought he had moved overseas, but no, he's still a Chelsea
man. Wow, very interesting. Go on, Ryan. What's your take on Kennedy, man? Chelsea. Wow.
Well, I just remember like Rafa brought in a gem at the time, and then the next season, like it just didn't work out. Like, I honestly don't. I think after that, like, I can't believe he's still at Chelsea. I think that's the issue with being a big club almost, is that you put all these players on mega wages and you just can't get rid of them.
That is the thing. And I think Chelsea's got a problem there. The only way he's going to do it is rip up his contract and just get him away on the feet. But it is what it is. Half season, great. And then he came at a certain time. The less said about him, the better, in my opinion. And it says, don't talk about ASM. People will get mad. Listen, mate, I'll judge him as a player in the 90 minutes. He plays well. If he doesn't play well, then I say how it is. Yeah, that's how I am.
Like I always say, everyone's entitled to their own opinion. If you don't like their opinion, just accept it. Move on. Don't just give hate.
Opinions are like backsides. Everyone's got one. That's what
exactly. That's what I do. If people have a go at us now, I'll just walk away. I don't want to be. I don't want to be jumped on. Do you know what I mean? But still, that's for another day.
When's that Muppet-inspired show coming on?
I'm not doing it, mate. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. No.
Come on, John. You have to do it.
I feel like Lee Gunner. My guy.
Just destroy all the Newcastle accounts on Twitter.
Let's put it this way, right? If I did that, right? Let's be real, right? It's going to be on par with Lee Gunner, and it's going to be a bit worse as well. Let's be honest about it.
John, you've become the most hated in the fan base.
Nah, listen.
That happened weeks ago when he started his Man United videos.
Hey, listen, man. I'll leave that to Lee Gunner. Jason Smith. I still stand by what I said about Newcastle. More fluent and creative ASM on the pitch. They keep the ball better if you can add team player and track him back to his armory, who will be world class. He needs to track back. He needs to be taught how to be tracking back as well. John and team. Do you anything fear any of the remaining games? HA doesn't think so. Are you scared about other teams? Are you going to be worried about games coming up?
We're playing some good teams. So on the day, fortunately, we're in good form. But then you face another team on good form. It's just on the day, isn't it? There's some great teams in this league, and luckily we managed to avoid them fixtures for a while now. But Chelsea away will be an incredibly hard game. But it's a good test for us, if anything, isn't it? Go there, and if you get a point, it's a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody's despite what people say, nobody's expecting to go and win them games.
Yeah. Think about it. If it's a goal up, right, if goal up in the 95th minute and you can see a little goal, a soft goal, then I take a point. But given the circumstances, it should have been all 3 points because they didn't close the game out. Yeah. And I can remember years ago, it was a goal up against Birmingham. We controlled that game. Then Birmingham scored in the 95th minute. It was 3 minutes at a time. They played into 90th minute. Birmingham scored that goal, and then all hell broke loose. So disappointed that day, but hey ho, a point. I take a point.
It's doable. We can beat Chelsea. I mean, we've done it. We've done it countless times. Even when Isaac Hayden pinched that last second winner against him with that header. I mean, I knew enough hit that. Put my fist through the ceiling when my ceiling was so low down when I jumped out of my chair for that goal. Could not believe it.
I looked at Lewis some Blues TV when they did like a vlog, and when Hayden scored that goal.
Oh yeah,
his face was a picture. It looks like a picture. You know what I mean? Wow. And those 3 away games of the week are real tough. Could lose 2 and then hope not. How many points do you think you'll get? For me personally, I expect us to beat Everton. I don't think Everton's that good. I really don't. Their defense ain't that good enough. And I expect probably 4 points out of those games.
I mean, I'm looking forward to the Southampton game. I think that'll be a good test for us because they're a good home team, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well. So that'll be an interesting tie. But Everton as well, there's no reason why we can't go and beat them.
Yeah, why not? Why not? How many points do you think you'll get, Jason, out of those 3 games? Southampton, Chelsea, and Everton. I'll be doing the watch along for all those games, by the way. And PD Proudlock is joining us, by the way.
Everton 3 points.
Agreed.
Southampton. Do you know why not say 9 points? The confidence is that high. Why not say 9 points? We can do that. We can beat Chelsea. On our day, we can beat Chelsea. On our day, we can beat Southampton. On our day, we can beat anyone. We could go out and beat Barcelona. We've done that before. Why not? Sod it.
That's a positive as well in this mindset. We're going into that mindset. The way that the dressing room is now, we're going out on the pitch thinking they can win the game, which previously has that been the case? I don't think so. So
absolutely.
So now you're going out with that attitude where we can out battle in the midfield. We can create chances. We can cause the opposition problems, which some games we weren't doing at all. So now, we're going into games and teams. We are quite giving them a bit of a shake, aren't we? We're not a pushover like we were previously. So every game is winnable.
Absolutely. I like this team. I like the team we've got, and they're just so exciting to watch. And I have to stop for Newcastle tonight to the Brighton's game. That's the man, of course. Do subscribe, mate, and love it, man. And just going to fly for this. Oh, it's not Kennedy. It must be something else, a youngster. So, yeah. And what about you, Jason? You said about you're going to win every game. Why not? I mean, just give it a go. For me, I'll say 4 points. I think Chelsea beat us, unfortunately. And also, I think you're going to get a point in Southampton. And also going to get 3 points at Goodison Park. And that's how it's going to be. And so look at this one as well. So Pauline Pools already saying, pass the ball and I will shoot just like you. But in a minute, he just wants to be messy, but he hasn't got the finish to that. That's fair enough. 3-0 to the Toon against Brighton. He's getting his predictions in early. What temperature? What's the temperature out there, Ryan, tonight in Canada?
-10.
Flipping out.
Thought we were bad lately.
-10. I tell you what, though, it's Canada sounds like a fantastic place to go. Never done it, and you thought Newcastle was scored. Maxi has been brought on loads since his first join, and only going to get better, especially his end product. If he gets his end product right, then it'll be absolutely fine. I'm going to read his comments very quickly because wrap up pretty soon. Ryan's caught. Yeah, he looks caught, doesn't he, my guy? He does look caught. What I mean, Newcastle players who up for the Ballon d'Or next season? Zero. Same formation. 2-0 from Shearer. Big up to you, Shearer, not too for ages. And I was going to say, just glad ourselves out of the team. Foxy, double check again, John. The ball played up to Wood. He couldn't hold the ball up the Watford. He never had possession of that. I mean, then end up in the left back position. Double up, not his fault. Fair enough. We finally have a manager who's got a plan B with Ryan. Josh, big up to you, Josh. Josh Knox, I'll call him from now on. Ryan, keep it up to and Brad. When's the last time to won a penalty? When's he won a penalty, people? I think
Norwich was it? Home game?
Norwich,
yeah, Callum.
Yeah.
Callum against Norwich there. And Callum scored that goal. I think he can win every game, which is awesome, bro. That is from Mark. Wow, he thinks he can win every game. And if he does that, that'd be fantastic. Newcastle destroyed Chelsea.
Why not have
Why
that
not?
confidence? When you look at the start of the
Big up
season,
to that.
we lost to 50 York City by a goal to 0. And then you're thinking, we're playing Burnley. Are we going to win? Nope. And now you look at now, we're going to win? Yes.
Big up.
If you haven't got confidence going to a game, what else have you got?
Exactly.
You're walking out defeated already, aren't you? If you
Defeatist. I don't do defeatist. Just go out there, be positive, give it a
Yeah.
go. Listen, Brad, I love this Newcastle team. I love Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe is my guy, my manager, my person. Yeah, I'm going to back this guy all the way.
I agree with you. I don't like, you see people, you see the common theme is, Eddie won't be around and stick around long to the next level. I mean, I disagree with that. I would like him to stay for the next, I'd love it to be our long-term manager,
I do.
10, 15, 10 years. If I know that's a huge ask, don't get us wrong, but if he could be here for the next 10 seasons, I think everyone would love that.
So would I.
He's got the potential to be. He's got the potential to be another like Alex Ferguson type.
He's not
going to be around for years.
He's a different type of manager, isn't he? He's that's his tactical awareness is second on in the reports that if you're led to believe from what people tell you, the way he is with his players, everybody pays attention to. He's meticulous with his planning. You don't get many managers like that who want to succeed that badly and put the time in. So he's the perfect choice for us, I think.
Absolutely, totally agree. He's a perfect choice for a long-term future here. Got Clive Danburn against his all club. Team is going to be awesome. And big up to Toon blog. Do subscribe to the channel, mate, and welcome aboard. Even gents, first-time viewer. Hope it's many, 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 many more. I hope you're okay and look after your family too. Out of our common 25 squad, I'll only keep 12. Mass clear out. And look at this one as well. And go find us comments because it's a brighter game on TV. I don't know. I think it's a Saturday.
No, it won't be.
It won't be on TV.
In the UK. It won't be.
Nah, won't be in the UK. I wonder if Andalala will play against us. He's quality crazy midfielder.
Southampton game's on Prime though.
Yeah, it's an evening. Yeah,
man, definitely.
It's on a Thursday night.
Definitely, it is. Flamingo was desperate to get rid of Kennedy. Cut as loan deal shy. And short as Kennedy got a contract as long as power due. I wouldn't be surprised, by the way. Please have a big up to Paul. I think a few of the starting level will end up being the backup players next season.
Yeah, I do as well.
I do as well. Starting with Chris Wood.
As soon as that window opens, that checkbook is going to be used.
Exactly. And I love to see the 42 million Bruno on the pitch permanently. He's an outstanding player. But if the midfield that is out now, how can you change it? They've got this. You can't change that midfield at the minute. You just can't.
They are just playing their hearts out
so well.
They all know that if any of them makes that single mistake, Bruno is taking their spot.
Absolutely. Yeah. I got Josh Nosh as well. I've just got a nasty feeling you lose the burn on the final day. Josh will be safe, mate. Chill. We'll be safe. Trust us, man. You're in safe hands, my guy. I played the same since last. The craft switched if Manculo if he is fit. And with Vague Horse on the score sheet, probably scoring in the 85th minute, by the way. And the way he's looking, they might sink us. That's from Judy. Big up to Judy, by the way. She's absolutely fantastic. When she's here, she makes you smile. I can't lie. If would have scored on the weekend, guarantee you would have seen Bruno on the half time. And it'll be safe by then, absolutely. Both Newcastle and Burnley, we should survive. Excuse me. We'll both survive. Burnley will survive anyway. Let's be honest about that. Luton's winning by 2 goals.
How's got a knack of Daesh has got a knack of putting in those results at the right time.
Absolutely. Got a few more comments here, by the way. Asian come back with fresh and kick, but exactly. The whole team has done fantastic. And we've got the best manager, exactly. Totally agree. This guy is the best young manager in the country. And anyone's arguing about that? Cool. The way the Toon's playing in the minute, I don't think we should be bothered I think they will have to be a bit bothered about us. Absolutely. We're playing great football. We need to tie Shea down to a long new contract. Him and Dan Burn have been like a brick wall since pairing up. Villa, Matty on the left, and has to be bright. Then we need to buy good quality cover as well. 9 points from Davey. Ollie agrees with us 4. How many more points do we need to ensure safety? I think another, what would you say, Ryan? 9 points, yeah? Do you agree with that, guys?
at least.
I'd say about 2-3 wins, and that's it. We're safe.
I mean, the 35, 36 points now does you, to be honest. You don't see the bottom 3 teams getting more than that now in the Premier League.
No.
Absolutely. And a couple more comments as well. Look at Chelsea tonight getting beat by Luton. It's still the second half to come. And it all depends what Chelsea turns up. Either they are brilliant or mediocre. And I've got one on just reading Newcastle Sport. I fancy a trip in Europe next year. Big up to you, Andrew. Check out Italy as well. I think we'll be safe by the time we play Liverpool. That's the plan. That is the plan. 28 Celsius here in India. Wow. 1 o'clock in the morning as well. Big up to you, Josh. Big up to you, mate. I'll tell you what, though. Got to you, my guy. The Liverpool Man City games will be the 2 games where there aren't any points for you. But who knows? Football can be a funny game, and etc. Anything can happen. That's wacky. Shiva says Luton are great. The 2-1. Big up to you, Scott or Scotty B. I think we are at that stage where we don't need to pick up points every week due to amazing form. We can afford to just scrape a few draws and a couple of scrappy wins. I'd take that. Yes. Bit warm there. Ryan F1 saying that as well. Living in Canada sounds like a same crack. No, I'm not going to read that. Sorry, John, disagree. We can beat you at Goodison. That's Rico. Keep the banter going, man. Keep the banter going. And it's Howe's chance to shine. That's in Davey. I can't wait to see the statue of Eddie Howe's outside SJP. Need one for Kevin. Got a big up to Anna as well. Any player posts on the Toon shirt gives 110%, and we play well. Then they do the best. Then that's okay in my eyes, all the Toon fans, and that's always been the case. We cannot ask for any more. Do you agree with that, guys?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I do as well. Won't be too long, guys. We are going to wrap up as well. We've got Toons, YT. John, you're going to Mason stream tonight, 8:30. I am doing the managers' player ratings as well. Can't wait for that. Even to you, YT. There's a 4 billion for Chelsea. That's Brian as well. Do subscribe, Brian, mate. Brian's just going to sell Chelsea. That's in Yan. And proceeds. All the money's going to go to the Ukrainian people. That is a fantastic gesture by the guy. If there's fair, I would bench him for the first half, even though he's won with 3 efforts, fair dues. When we that with the Toon, be able to make European one day, 100%. Everything said, big up Josh and India. It's Tony B, Tony the Red, and the Makila Share, Burn, Tiger Whip, Joelinton, Silver, Ace, and Face and Wood. That's going to be that team. That's going to be Ukraine. So, this I'm gonna wrap up there, guys, and I've gone on shore there. But first of all, will you guys be back on next week?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and well, Brad's the first time coming joining as well. He's welcome to come in anytime next week. And did he enjoy coming on me? Sure.
Yeah, no, brilliant. It's good to have a nice positive crack about what's going on. And
absolutely,
yeah,
it's just
no,
champion.
I'll be back.
Yeah, man, excellent. So, Jason, where do you find you on your Twitter, and where do you find it on your YouTube, mate? And
Twitter is just at Keeping It Toon YT. YouTube is, again, the same thing. I'm just boring that way. There you go, right there. Keeping It Toon YT. You just get previews when I can't find crew. I'm giving out Sinclair Awards whenever someone mentions Sinclair. Sometimes I do watch-alongs when we play on BT Sport. And other than that, yeah, you just find me over there. Just gone over 200 subs, so let's get it up to 300.
Big up to you, man. I will push it on as well. And Brad, where do you find you, my guy? And what do you actually do?
Yeah, you can follow us on Twitter, BP_NUFC. Nice simple one.
Fantastic guy, young lad. He's only, what, you 25, 26? Young lad?
No, 24.
24.
Nearly.
Fantastic. Bless your heart. And big up to you, Ryan. What about you, from Canada?
Yeah. So RYANRHEAUME_ on Twitter, or just my full name on YouTube.
Fantastic. And you can find us on John Sinclair TV, and also find us at John_NUFC42 on the Twitter. And you can also find us on John Sinclair 50 on the Insta, John Sinclair on Facebook as well. Just a few more quick ones. So, can you do more lives? Love this channel? Of course I will, mate. I'll be doing it tomorrow. I'll do the press conference on Friday and match preview with a Brighton fan as well. Crew, I believe, is going to come on. Good night to you, mate. And thanks, Brad. Thanks, Tony B. Piff can do Chelsea. Yay! That's in Tony the Red, by the way. And take care, folks. And Darren G. Listen, guys, thanks for coming on, man. And I'm going to get this all wrapped up and have a fantastic evening, whatever you decide to do. And I'll see you guys next week.
Yep. See you next week. Cheers, John.
Take care.
Cheers, guys.
See ya.